tìm kiếm nó để chúng ta không dám dâng lên ép sân, không dám tung cú sút thì thấy đâu ra may mắn. Chiến thắng 1-0 trước Úc không chỉ là 3 điểm, đó là cú đáp của ý kiến rằng cầu thủ Việt Nam yếu thể lực, kém tư duy, nó khẳng định rằng lối chơi phòng thủ tấn công của người Pháp xây dựng đó không phải là sự nhát, mà là sự khôn ngoan của kẻ biết thực biết ta. Lịch sử bắt đầu nhưng nó từ đây. Nếu trận thắng Úc là một cơn địa chấn thì trận hòa đây ở cuối trận cuối cùng chính là khoảng tra tấn kiệt tác và kinh nghiệm duy nhất. Đây phải thắng.
Flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
To Nhat clearance, express wing 1552 heavy with Romeo ready to copy IFR to Noi Bai International.
Stand by for that clearance.
Boarding requested.
Cleared to Noi Bai via the Enter 2 Delta departure, then it's filed departure runway 25 left. Initial climb to 4000, departure on 126.35, squawk 5544, express wing 1552.
Clearance from EVA Air 392, request departure runway for us today.
We are ready
Give
to
me
go.
1 second for that clearance.
Hansunat deliveries, Scooter 305, request IFA clearance
Hello,
to Singapore.
ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Bamboo 1821,
Place your
radio
larger
check.
carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath.
Clearance,
the
a very good
Unless you're in the front row, please place all
afternoon
of your items
via
in
Jet Air 1170. We have information Tango. We're currently sitting at the gates 19, looking to pick up IFR to Hanoi, please.
And it is full. Make sure you close it as a courtesy to other
Bamboo
passengers.
1821, tense on that clearance. You're coming in loud and clear.
Sit down so that way other passengers
Bamboo
can get by.
1821,
If
information
you're
Tango,
seated in an
request
emergency
IFR
exit
clearance
row,
to
please
Quoc.
review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety cards provided for you.
Cebu
Please
712
ensure
heavy
that
with
you are
golf,
able and
press
willing to
IFR
perform
clearance.
these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know
Stand
so that
by,
we
you're
can
number 1.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Bamboo 1821, cleared to Quoc via the NPAS 7 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 07 right. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 126.35, squawk 6145.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight
Cleared to Fukuoka by
1821.
the
Our flight time will be
7
roughly
Alpha departure
37
and
minutes.
by departure
Please
runway
note the cabin doors
071,
now
initial
closed.
climb to
We ask that you
5000.
make sure that all
Departure
devices are in airplane mode and your larger
126.35,
devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please
Bamboo
fasten your seatbelt
1821.
and verify it is low and tight across your lap. The tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure.
Bamboo 1821, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.6.
121.6, Bamboo 1821.
Human delivery, Vietnam 320, gate 17, in receipt of Foxtrot requesting IFR clearance to Kansai.
Saigon ground, Saigon clearance, matches 32, Richmond 737-800. Stand 12, ready to copy clearance to Hanoi as fine.
Yeah.
Cancel Nhat, clearance, Vietnam 240, requesting the can do 2 kilo departure out of VVTS.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Your clearance is the Vietnam Airlines 353 with information November. Request IFR clearance to Nobai International. Your clearance, we expecting IFR clearance to VVNB. Victor November Bravo.
Roger that, Singapore 177, type A350-900 requesting IFR clearance to Singapore, please, with information uniform. Roger that, cleared to Singapore by the SOBA to Delta departure, that is filed, departing runway 25 left, climbing initially at 5,000 feet, departure is 126.35, squawk 35, Singapore 177.
Singapore 177, read that correct. Ground is on 121.6, safe flight, sir.
Candle 2 kilo departure approved. Clear to now fly via the Candle 2K departure. Then as filed, departure runway 25 left. Initial climb 4,000 feet. Departure on 126.35. Squawk 1326. Vietnam 240.
Clearance Vietnam Airlines 308 Heavy, request IFR to Hong Kong.
Cancel Nhat clearance, Transworld 362 Heavy, type 747 at gate 16 with information Foxtrot requesting IFR clearance to Manila. Clear to Manila via the ANTR to Foxtrot departure. Expecting runway 25 left, initial climb 4,000 feet, departure on 126.35, squawk 4244, information Foxtrot is current, Transworld 362 Heavy.
Cancel Nhat, clearance, requesting IFR clearance to Singapore, Jetstar Asia 556 with information hotel.
Antonio, clearance delivery, pilot of 1064, information hotel. Requesting IFR clearance to Bangkok. I'm working on that clearance. Stand by. Get to Don Mueang via the Saipa 1 departure. Then, as filed, departure runway 25 left. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 126.35. Squawk 1452. Pilot Club 1064.
Delivery, good evening, Bamboo 296.
Clearance delivery, Cathay 766, IFR to Hong Kong.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Clearance delivery, IFR to, Cathay 766 and IFR to Hong Kong.
And clearance, United 1896 request amend to our clearance. Would like to depart via radar vectors, United 1896.
Clear to South 60 via radar vectors, climb maintain of 4000, expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.35 and squawking 6464, United 1896, expected runway 7 right.
Heavy feedback correct. Ground is on 121.6, stay flight, sir.
Bamboo 296, request IFR clearance for destination Hanoi. Roger.
221, requesting clearance as filed International, Singapore International Airport, as filed IFR.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
We're cleared to Singapore via the XOVA 2-day departure, then as filed, departure runway 25 left, initial climb 5000, departure on 125.5 Quoc.
Complete preparation checklist, sequence cover remote 3188. 4720 km, set seatbelts on.
Nhat ground, the number line 445 with go. Request for push and start.
Vietnam Airlines 445, push and start approved. Face north.
Push and start approved, face north, the number line 445.
November 3128, contact tower on 118.7.
Over to tower, November 3128.
Bamboo 296,
Bamboo 1821, ready to push and start.
Bamboo 296, pushback and startup approved. Face north. Bamboo 1821. Tan Son Nhat ground. Push and start approved. Face north.
Push and start through face north, Bamboo 1821.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Tanson Nhat ground, Oscar Kilo Tango, Oscar Yankee with information, Juliet, good morning. I am requesting IFR clearance to Victor Charlie Romeo.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Stand by. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Vietnam Airlines 445, Tan Son Nhat ground. Can you repeat that?
Ground, Singapore. Ground, Vietnam Airlines 445. Ready for push and startup. Nhat ground, Singapore 445, request for push and startup.
Singapore 445, push and start approved. Face north.
Push and start approved, face north, Singapore 445.
Vietnam Airlines 260, contact tower on 118.7.
Over to tower, Vietnam Airlines 260.
Ground to flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
PO37, ready to taxi to runway. Please get the taxi right.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Hands on ground, good evening. Vietnam 648 with information India. We're in Airbus 321. We request IFR clearance to Manila as filed, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Thank you for flying with us.
Hân hạnh chào đón quý khách trên chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways, hãng hàng không của sự hiếu khách.
Welcome aboard Bamboo Airways, the airline of hospitality.
Kính thưa quý khách, vì an toàn của chuyến bay, kính mời quý khách theo dõi hướng dẫn về an toàn trên máy bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the flight, may we have your attention for the safety demonstration.
Khi đã lên máy bay, đề nghị quý khách không hút thuốc dưới mọi hình thức.
Once on board, any type of smoking is strictly prohibited.
Các thiết bị điện tử phải được tắt nguồn hoặc chuyển sang chế độ máy bay trong suốt hành trình bay.
Electronic devices must be turned off or switched to flight mode during the flight.
Quý khách lưu ý, không sạc pin các thiết bị điện tử trong quá trình máy bay lăn, cất và hạ cánh.
Charging electronic devices is not allowed during taxi, takeoff and landing.
Trong quá trình máy bay lăn, cất và hạ cánh, quý khách cài dây an toàn, dựng thẳng lưng ghế, đóng bàn ăn, xếp gọn chân ghế và màn hình.
During taxi, takeoff and landing, you are requested to fasten your seatbelt, set seat back upright, secure tray table, footrest, and monitor.
Quý khách đặt hành lý trong ngăn đựng phía trên hoặc xếp gọn dưới ghế phía trước.
Carry-on luggage is requested to stow under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers.
Không để hành lý trên lối đi.
All aircraft information Quebec is now current. QNH 1010.
The exit rows, the area under fixed bulkhead,
Hands on that
and
ground.
behind your leg must be
Transworld
clear of any
178
luggage.
Heavy at gate 76, requesting pushback and start.
Dây an toàn được cài như sau: cài hai đầu khóa vào
Push
nhau.
start
Nếu
approved
bay
facing
thêm một
west,
đầu dây móc,
Transworld
quý khách bắt
178
dây
Heavy.
ngang người, cài đầu móc vòng khóa, kéo một đầu dây để siết chặt
This
và
is
mở bằng cách
Singapore
nhấn hoặc bấm đầu khóa.
526 with information Romeo. Request IFR clearance to Swarnaboom International as filed.
Và để ngay trong tầm nhìn để tiếp viên hàng không kiểm tra an toàn quan
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Or extension belt will be provided by cabin crew. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened and visible to the cabin crew. Whenever seatbelt sign is on, please fasten your seatbelt and keep it while you are seated. Your safety belt is fastened like this. Insert the metal buckle into the other for additional shoulder. Cross the belt in front of your body, then hook the metal buckle into the lock. Tighten by pulling the strap, and unfasten by lifting the buckle and pressing on the lock.
Departure 126.35, Quoc 3654.
Từ phía trên ghế ngồi và trong phòng vệ sinh, quý khách kéo mạnh mặt nạ để có dưỡng khí, đeo mặt nạ lên mũi và miệng, choàng dây qua đầu, siết chặt.
In case of decompression,
All
oxygen
aircraft
mask
be advised, information echo is now current. QNH 1010.
Mask firmly downward to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth. Wear the plastic band
To
over
Nhat
your
ground,
head.
Korean Air 8761. I have echo. I'm ready to taxi.
To Nhat ground,
Put on your
Scooter
own mask first, then help the children
All
and
aircraft be
anyone
advised,
nearby.
information X-ray is now current. QNH 1009er.
In case of evacuation, emergency light system will guide you to emergency exits.
Trong khoang khách có 8 cửa thoát hiểm, 2 cửa phía trước, 4 cửa ở giữa và 2 cửa phía sau. Quý khách lưu ý xác định cửa thoát hiểm gần nhất và các biển báo chỉ dẫn.
In the cabin, there are 8 exits, 2 at the front, 4 at the middle, and 2 at the rear. Please identify your nearest emergency exits with marked signs.
Áo phao được đặt dưới ghế ngồi của quý khách hoặc phía dưới bên cạnh ghế. Khi được yêu cầu sử dụng, quý khách lấy áo ra khỏi vị trí, xé vỏ bọc, mặc áo choàng qua đầu và thắt chặt dây quanh eo. Quý khách lưu ý không được làm phòng áo khi ở trong khoang khách.
Life vests are located under your seat or below, next to your seat. When instructed by cabin crews, remove it from its location and package. Put on the life vest and secure it carefully. Do not inflate the life vest in the cabin.
Ngay tại cửa, quý khách làm phòng áo bằng cách giật mạnh dây nhựa hoặc thổi vào ống màu đỏ.
At exit, pull the tag firmly downwards or blow into mouthpieces to inflate it.
Trên áo phao có còi và đèn để lưu ý sự chú ý.
There are a whistle and a light on your vest for attracting attention.
Quý khách lưu ý chỉ sử dụng áo phao trong trường hợp khẩn cấp hoặc khi tiếp viên hàng không yêu cầu. Áo phao trẻ em sẽ được cung cấp và hướng dẫn sử dụng bởi tiếp viên hàng không.
Life vests are used in case of emergency or when instructed by cabin crew only. Infant life vest will be provided and instructed by cabin crew.
Và bây giờ, quý khách đọc bản hướng dẫn an toàn được đặt trong túi ghế phía trước hoặc ngăn bên cạnh.
And now, please read the safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you or next to your seat.
Trân trọng cảm ơn sự theo dõi của quý khách. Chúng tôi rất mong quý khách sẽ có trải nghiệm an toàn và thú vị trên các chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways.
We thank you for your attention and we hope you have a great time on board with Bamboo Airways.
departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Cabin is ready.
Vietnam 33 requesting taxi to the octave.
Vietnam Airlines 33, push and start approved. Face north. All aircraft, information Quebec is now current. QNH 1009er.
Ground Cathay 1518 ready to taxi.
Bamboo 1821. Contact tower on 118.7.
118.7, Bamboo 1821.
Bamboo 1821, say again.
Swift 87. Contact departure on 126.35.
Bamboo 1821, ready for departure, runway 07 right.
Bamboo 1821. Hands on Nhat Tower, runway 07 right, wind 030 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
030 at 3, clear for takeoff, runway 07 right, Bamboo 1821.
Vietnam Airlines 445. Contact departure on 126.35.
Departure on 126.35, and I'm line 445.
Cathay 766. Contact departure on 126.35.
Contact departure 126.35, KT 766.
Singapore 186, welcome to Nhat. Contact ground on 121.6.
116, Singapore 186.
Vietnam Airlines 781, contact departure.
Singapore 177. Contact departure on 126.35.
Over to departure at 126.35, Singapore 177, heavy today.
Departure on 126.35, Vietnam Line 445.
Approaching the birds, depart west clear to land, 767.
Cathay 767, welcome to Nhat. Contact ground on 121.6.
Contact ground on 121.9er.
Cathay 767, good day.
Cathay 766, contact departure.
Contact departure, Bamboo 1821. Passing 2000 coming to my time.
Bamboo 1821, Nhat departure, radar contact, climb flight level 100.
Coming to flight level 100, Bamboo 1821.
Ho Chi Minh clearance, this is Message Protocol, West, IFR to Hanoi. Nhat International clearance, this is Message Protocol, requesting IFR to Hanoi.
Stand by, you're number one. Bamboo 1821, climb flight level 210.
Coming to flight level 210, Bamboo 1821.
Vietnam Airlines 471, climb and maintain flight level 070.
070, Vietnam Airlines 471.
Vietnam Airlines 471, climb and maintain flight level 120.
Climb and maintain flight level 120, Vietnam Airlines 471.
Bamboo 1821, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1.
120.1,
Cathay 767.
Bamboo 1821, passing 6000 coming to flight level 210.
Bamboo 1821, Ho Chi Minh Control identified. Good evening.
KT 766, climbing to flight level 8000 feet, up to flight level 200.
KT 766, Ho Chi Minh Control identified. Xin chào.
KT 766, platform level 270.
Thank you. Climb flight level 300.
Landing to flight level 230
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder that you can go fast, larger speeds, not concentrate in the galley or near the laboratory. This aircraft uses onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary flight tickets to our partners. Next to the Wi-Fi, you will be able to access our wide range of Wi-Fi library.
And on Nhat, we request change to runway 25 right.
Flight crew has turned off the fastest seatbelt sign. You can now get up and move about the cabin. However, we ask that you use the seatbelt fasten when you do unexpected.
Clearance. Duke 3138 Tango. Request IFR clearance to Phuket. Roger, departure runway 27 right, initial 7,000 feet. Departure on 120.1, squawk 4736, Duke 38 Tango.
Ho Chi Minh Control. Request to land runway 25 right.
Gianna 731 Heavy, runway 25 right is available. Contact 10 Sonya Tower on 118.7 for landing clearance.
Now, 731 Heavy.
Request arrival clearance to Victor Tango Sierra. Request for arrival clearance to Tanzania Negative. Request arrival clearance to Victor Tango Sierra.
Singapore 445, not clear what you said. Say again.
Heavy, your request flight level 0.
Learjet Yankee Bravo Golf, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb into 400 Yankee Bravo Golf.
1821, descend via Tempo 1 Alpha into Quoc, QNH 1014.
Descend via Tempo 1 Alpha into Quoc, QNH 1014.
Gentlemen, the default sign is now turned on. Time to return to your passengers.
Bamboo 1821, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1014.
Descend to 5,000 to 1821.
1821. Contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.9er.
120.9er, Bamboo 1821. Bamboo 1821, descending to 500.
Bamboo 1821, Ho Chi Minh Control, identified. Good evening, clear PHU Quoc in transition. Expect the ILS runway 28 approach into Quoc.
The Papa Quebec uniform, expect the ILS approach runway 28.
Singapore 156, contact Phnom Penh approach on 123.8.
Switching to Phnom Penh approach on 123.8, Singapore 156, goodbye.
Bamboo 1821. Descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000, Bamboo 1821.
Scooter 161, roger. Maintain flight level 360.
Bamboo 1821. Cleared for the ILS runway 28 approach via PHU Quoc.
Vietnam Airlines 471, descend and maintain flight level 090.
Clear for the ILS approach runway 28, the Papa Quebec uniform.
Successful 010, Vietnam Airlines 411. Established by the runway 28, Vietnam Airlines 411.
Vietnam Airlines 471, descend.
Main control, the morning, Scooter 161, flight level 360.
Scooter 161, Ho Chi Minh Control, roger.
Bamboo 1821. Contact Quoc Tower on 118.6 at CI 28.
118.6, Bamboo 121.
Ho Chi Minh Control 4445, Grand Island clearance to Rap Giá.
We have begun our final descending to your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any crash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and keys are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat button. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
flight level 140, Thai Asia 84 Victor. Thai Asia 84 Victor, climb and maintain flight level 200. Flight level 200, Thai Asia 84 Victor.
Clearance on request. You're number one.
The cabin is now secure for landing.
Please Exam 2 Alpha departure and advance departure runway 28, initial climb 4000 feet, departure on 120, decimal 9, response to 764 to 4445.
Control, Scooter 161, level 30 would like to remain at flight level 360, please.
Scooter 161, roger, maintain flight level 360.
Maintain flight level 360, thank you, Scooter 161.
Hello, Thai Asia 84 Victor with you, 3,000 feet for 4,000. Thai Asia 84 Victor, Ho Chi Minh control, radar contact.
2,500.
Thai Asia 84 Victor, Ho Chi Minh control, climb and maintain flight level 100. Climb and maintain flight level 100, Thai Asia 84 Victor.
Takeoff runway is 28, Red Cap 7 Papa Foxtrot.
Red Cap 7 Papa Foxtrot, contact departure.
Tower lot 6190, request IFR clearance to Warsaw.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Tower. They Scooter 225 on clearance 13, request IFR clearance to Singapore.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Our departure will be Hudson 1 Charlie, runway 28, initial climb to 5,000 feet, departure 120, the Edition liner, Quoc 3593, Scooter 325. Sierra Pacific 965 Heavy requesting IFR clearance to Da Nang.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Clear to Da Nang via the Trum 2 Alpha departure, then is filed, departure runway 28, initial climb to 5,000, departure on 119.35, Quoc 6721, Sierra Pacific 965 Heavy.
Sierra Heavy, contact departure.
Bamboo 1821 on final runway 28.
Sierra Pacific 965 Heavy contacting departure.
Bamboo 1821, Quoc Tower, wind calm, runway 28, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 28, Bamboo 1821.
Sierra Pacific 965 Heavy ready to copy. My IFR clearance to Da Nang.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Clearance to Da Nang via the Trump 2 Alpha departure, then is filed. Departure runway 28. Initial climb to 5,000. Departure on 120.9. Squawk 5423. Sierra Pacific 965 Heavy.
Above.
5902, contact departure.
Departure
5902 negative. Confirm your intentions.
Too low, 30, terrain.
20, retard. 10, 5.
Oh, that was tricky. Good landing overall.
Gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 10:15 p.m. and it's currently about 28 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Bamboo 1921, clear up active runway 28, ready to taxi to the gates.
Bamboo 1821, Quoc ground, taxi to gate 10 via Sierra 6, Sierra, Alpha 3. Good day.
Taxi to 1 gate 10 via Sierra 6, Sierra, Alpha 3. Good day, Bamboo 1821.
Scooter 324 after landing on runway 28, request taxi to 10. Again, please, Scooter 324.
Scooter 324, taxi to 11 via Sierra 6, Sierra Alpha 3. Good day.
To send 11 via Sierra 6 Alpha 3, Scooter 324.
Hold short running 28, Thai Asia 84 Victor. Thai Asia 84 Victor, ready for departure, 28. Thai Asia 84 Victor, ready for departure, runway 28.
Thai Asia 84 Victor, contact tower on 118.6 for departure clearance.
025,
Scooter 325, push back and startup approved. Face north.
Request taxi, ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 28 via Alpha 3 Sierra 01, Scooter 315.
Vietnam Airlines 1824, contact tower on 118.6.
Switching to tower, Vietnam Airlines 1834. Asia 84 Victor, request push and start.
Thai Asia 84 Victor, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Thai Asia 84 Victor.
Ready taxi.
Air 902, runway 028, taxi via Alpha 2, Sierra 2.
Runway 028 taxi via Alpha 2, Sierra 2, Gen Air 902.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Copy, VSJet 986.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.